So welcome back. Now we're going to address, after already addressing, I hope you watched the quick tutorial on fixing a brand new tank. Here we're talking about an established tank that you've had now for a few months and you're happy, but now fish are still dying or acting sick. So now we're in trouble. The water might be a little cloudy. There might be some extra food on the bottom. Plants aren't looking right. Go back to your basics. Make sure you're not overfeeding the fish. Make sure this lighting system, full light, you don't just leave it on blue light, for instance. You only give them 8 hours a day, but you don't give them 24 hours a day of light because you might start getting green water and a green film, algae. Reset yourself. Are you doing everything right? Feeding the fish once or twice a day, no more than they can eat in 5 minutes. Okay, that's done. Let's fix the tank. A 20% water change is the first thing you do. And you're gonna have to do a couple of these over the week. And then you can go back to the normal maintenance as we showed in maintaining a healthy aquarium of 10%, which is about 1 inch on this tank. 20% though would be double. Clean out the filter, which we showed you how to do both on maintenance and on going on vacation. Wonderful episodes if you want to go view them. Remove all the debris. Remove the debris you can do in 2 steps. I like to take the water change first, and before I add the water back in, I have a little more room in the tank. That's when I go and I do snipping and removing all these dead plant pieces. Now, here's a trick. If you don't have one of these, you absolutely should have one to make life easy in aquarium maintenance, and that gravel cleaner. Gravel cleaners, you're looking for something that's about half the length of the height of your aquarium, and it siphons. It's self-siphoning. It has inside a little one-way valve, and now we just need to add the water back in the aquarium with fresh water. All right, now I've added dechlorinator. And I've actually also added a couple drops of ick medicine. I would recommend either adding that. API makes a general cure, which has ick medicine, tetracycline, parasite killer, because we're not treating sick fish. What we're doing is treating a sick tank. And we're just slowly getting the water chemistry back in balance to keep all our fish happy. Because they're going through stress with water chemistry, it's not quite healthy enough for them. And this will give them just a little bit of prophylactic medicine to prevent them from having an ick outbreak primarily. That's what I'm most worried about. That's like having a cold or a flu. For us, it's the equivalent, and it's prevalent in all fish. It can't be avoided. The only way to avoid it is keep the water chemistry in balance and your fish stress-free. Now it's patience. We've added just a little prophylactic levels of medicine. Basically, it's half dose of what you would put in for a sick fish. Those are always on the instructions. We've done our water change. We've cleaned our filter. We've cleaned our gravel. Now we just do 2 more water changes over the next week. And you can start at that point adding the fish that you lost back into your tank. Not the dead ones, but fresh new fish from your local pet store. So I want to talk about one more thing in regards to fish dying in the fish tank. And this is in defense of a lot of my customers, the pet stores, aquarium stores that sell fish to the hobbyists. The hobbyist takes a perfectly healthy group of fish, puts them in their aquarium. Over the next few days, their fish start dying. So what do? They say, the fish store gave me bad fish and they're killing my other fish. That's 99% not what's happening. What you've done is you've introduced either a level of stress because the fish aren't compatible, or you've added too many fish, or maybe your tank was just at the point where it's ready for an ammonia spike and this tipped the scale, and now you have an ammonia spike. And that's not always easy to just put a strip in and go, oh no, my water chemistry is fine. It doesn't take a lot of ammonia to make fish sick. So before you blame the pet store, of course, you might get some free fish because they're guaranteed. So maybe do that first, but it might not cure your problem. Do again the water changes and the medications and remove all the debris and clean the gravel and clean the filter. And that should solve your problem. and it's something you're going to have to do anyways. So I want to make that point in defense of the poor independent mom and pop fish store.